Next at 5, watch it go. We catalog the fall of the old Sears building. Family members pray more nervous hours of waiting in the Oklahoma City bombing trial. So it's June. It's never too late to plant. We go green. Next.
From Kansas City's 24-hour news channel, this is Fox 4 News at 5.
Wow, a little luck and a whole lot of strategically placed explosives bring down part of Kansas City's history. It's the second largest structure in the nation to be imploded. For the 5th time in the last 2 years, an old building in our city rumbles, then tumbles down. Hello, I'm Catherine Bliss.
And I'm Dave Helling. This time it was the old Sears warehouse along I-70. Fox 4's Bob Stefanich tells us, just like the other implosions, it's a struggle between sentiment and progress. Sunday's Sears implosion was picture perfect, almost like something out of their old catalog.
It fell like a game of dominoes, and it fell exactly where we had planned it.
The plan now is to put a parking lot where the old warehouse used to stand, a parking lot for postal employees who will work next door in the old Sears extension. Officials say when it's finished, it'll be a bigger and better central post office, but it won't be open for a while.
January of '99 is what's expected now. Our T-shirts that they gave us said fall of '98, but there's already been a setback on that, so we're not going to get new T-shirts, but the building is scheduled after the Christmas season.
Christmas memories popped in the minds of many people as they watched the old building fall. They remembered the old Sears Santa, who had a magical quality about him.
He was able to tell the children's names, and we never have figured out how he did that. He took those secrets to the grave with him.
So the old Sears building has been reduced to rubble, making way for progress yet again. You have to believe postal employees are happy about that. Still, many people in the area aren't so happy.
It's a very dark day for the east side. It's like burying somebody today, a family member. It's like burying a family member.
And Sunday, it was almost like the old building had trouble letting go of those old memories. Bob Stefanich, Fox 4 News. The old Sears retail building still stands, but not for long. Demolition crews will take that down later, the old-fashioned way, with a wrecking ball. Well, whether it's by implosion or regular demolition, a lot of old and dangerous buildings in Kansas City, Missouri are coming down. You may have noticed a record number came down in 1996. City officials say more than 400. Another 400 homes and businesses are slated for destruction later this year. Additional money to fund the dangerous building removal program comes from the city's riverboat gambling revenue.
20 seconds and thousands of pounds of dynamite take down a Kansas City landmark. A transformer fire creates chaos near Westport, and an arson fire leaves Malcolm X's widow in critical condition. Wait until you find out who was arrested.
In Kansas City, 5 stands for news. This is News 5 at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Barbara Porter. Russell Kinsall has the night off. Well, a Kansas City landmark is gone, reduced to rubble in less than 1 minute. The Sears Catalog Center was part of the east side of Kansas City for more than 70 years. But as News 5's Stan Carmack explains, 1,500 sticks of dynamite demolished the huge structure.
The advance notice of the Sears building implosion brought out hundreds of spectators on an early Sunday morning.
Folks, I need everybody to move on down to the viewing area.
I was just supposed to be the second largest in the United States, but I figured this would be the only chance to see one.
The implosion was set for 7 o'clock, but time dragged on for about 8 minutes more. Then, with no notice, explosions were heard, and at first, the only thing you could see were windows shaking. But then the building came down.
It was, cool. Kind of scary.
Scared the mess out of us.
And the huge dust cloud, looking like smoke, bore down on the crowd.
And the dust is no more dust than you get under conventional demolition methods, just a little faster.
70 years of Sears has literally gone up in smoke as this huge cloud of smoke from the debris has settled over the viewing area. And a lot of people who watched the explosion are rather sad that the Sears store is gone.
We will miss Sears. They served a good purpose throughout the years. I feel a little queasy inside because it has a sentimental value to me.
Some felt even more strongly.
This here is a crime. They destroyed my city when they blew this down. I tried to buy the building from the stinking bunch, but my government outbid me.
As the dust settled, one young entrepreneur was counting his money from serving refreshments during the implosion.
We're going to donate to the Negro Baseball League.
How much you get?
We have $34.53.
And all this going to the museum then, right?
Stan Carmack, News 5.
Now the hard work begins, removing all of that rubble. News 5's Carolyn Long joins us from ground zero. Carolyn, I understand the demolition isn't done yet, right?
No, it isn't, Barbara. In fact, if you take a look behind me here, just next to the imploded building, this two-story brick building will also have to come down. But this one will not be imploded. This will come down by wrecking ball. Quite a mess, as you can see, especially for those who live in this area.
Just moved in yesterday. Just moved in yesterday and he got the stuff unpacked yet.
Dennis Everett and his family only spent one night in their newly built home before having to turn around and leave again. His house lies right in the path of the implosion's dust cloud.
Police officers asked us we had to move the premises, so we left out about 6:30 and came back and it looked like a different house. I mean, it was completely covered.
So Dennis has spent hours spraying down his home, the windows, and even his flowers.
Yeah, see all that dirt just running down? It's there.
Still, Dennis has found a way to look at the bright side. Through all the dirt and dust, at least there's no damage to his home. So you used to have a view of the Sears building. Now you have a nice view of downtown, though.
I can see every building down there. It's a nice view.
Dennis might like to forget this day ever happened, but not everyone agrees. People were so fascinated with the implosion, demolition crews decided to put out a pile of souvenir bricks, and this is all that is left. But don't worry, if you didn't get one, they're going to be giving away free bricks again in about 10 days.
That way we don't get in trouble for getting the brick.
Make a great paperweight.
I don't know what I would do with it. Probably it would be downstairs in my dad's room.
Guarantee there will be plenty of bricks for the taking once the dust settles and the security guards and crews can secure the area.
We would like for them to come down at that specific time to get a brick, that way they don't get injured.
All day long there's been traffic driving all around this area trying to get a good look at the what's left of the building, and also many trying to hop the fence and get a hold of one of those bricks. That's why they've hired a 24-hour security team to take care of this site. Barbara?
Hey, Carolyn, I guess I should thank you for bringing this brick back for me, huh?
Just for you, Barbara.
I don't know what I'm going to do with it either, but thanks.
Hold on to it.
All righty.
Thanks, Kansas City, for making us #1. This is KMBC 9 News Weekend Edition.
A part of Kansas City history comes down in a cloud of dust.
Good evening, everyone. It stood for more than 70 years, but it only took a few seconds to bring it down.
And thousands of people turned out to watch. Tonight, the old Sears catalog warehouse is a pile of rubble, but as Rhonda Schulting shows us, there are still the memories.
It's an experience those who shared it won't soon forget. But it could be what happened before the warehouse came down is what they'll remember most.
Apple pie, homemade apple pie, coffee.
A breakfast picnic on a family's front steps with friends, some who were strangers just a few short hours ago.
Omaha, Nebraska.
Why?
To watch this building go down with our friends.
Good friends, good food, and a good view of all the traffic.
So you're not going to be able to get that way. You're going to have to turn around.
I know it was going to be torn down, but I didn't know it was going to be like this.
We're just trying to direct them around as best we can.
As thousands packed in to get a good look at the show.
Ground's going to shake. The building's going to collapse. And plow go into the middle. Then it'll fall down.
And to remember what it was like to shop through the warehouse.
Catalog was it. That's where you did your shopping. Between going to church over here in Sears, this was it. The two S's. Sears and Second Baptist in Tiffin, Charlotte.
And what it was like to work there.
It was a good place to work. We had a fun time.
It's the end of an era, is what I felt. And, you know, all things come to an end, and it did. And probably it was time.
And as one chapter in Kansas City history closes, another one opens.
I've got a beautiful downtown view of Kansas City now to look at.
And how you feel about it all depends on your point of view. Rhonda Schulting, KMBC 9 News.
The warehouse is making way for a new postal processing center. Most of the people who work in the main post office downtown will move there, but it should take about 2 years.
Well, you might want to take pictures of that post office going up. Today, we met a man who saved his father's pictures of the creation of the Sears catalog warehouse. So you saw it going down, now see it going up.
That would have been about February or early March.
70-year-old Gene Hangerford is a third-generation builder. His father was one of the contractors that worked on the Sears building back in 1925.
It was 1.5 million square feet. They poured concrete 24 hours a day.
It made history coming down as the second largest implosion in the country. But did you know workers set a record in its creation?
Crew poured over 1,200 yards of concrete in an 8-hour period, which beat the world's record by 162 yards at that time.
Back then, they worked around the clock and produced their own steam for power. It took about a year to build, one of the shortest time periods for that size building. Watching the building come down was emotional, but Gene says it was time. He knows his dad's hard work paid off a long time ago.
He taught me one thing about the construction industry, that when you build something, you don't cut and cover. You build it as a monument to itself. And many of the buildings that he built throughout the state of Missouri are still standing.
Gene says his father handed him a hammer at the age of 8. He thinks building is in his blood.
The skyline has changed dramatically. The old Sears building was imploded Sunday morning. It took only about 20 seconds to bring down the 72-year-old building. Demolition of the warehouse means work can begin on a new postal processing center. Most of the people who work in the main post office downtown will move to a new facility at the old Sears site. It should be ready in about 2 years.
A Kansas City landmark is no more. It took just 20 seconds and 2,500 pounds of dynamite to bring down the 75-year-old Sears building yesterday. Hundreds of people gathered to watch what was billed as the second biggest implosion in U.S. history. The site, which once housed Sears catalog warehouse, will be the new home of the Postal Service's mail processing center.